Step 1. The 5 cities in Rome to present are Florence, Rome, Venice, London, and Paris. Step 2. Present each one. Start with Florence. Florence is the capital of Italy. Florence originated as the Roman city. A little bit down the line, after the flourishing, trading, and banking in the medieval commune, it became known as the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance. In that specific time period, the Renaissance period's role was politically, economically, and culturally one of the most important cities in Europe and the world from the 14th century to the 16th century. This main city-state is known as the cradle of the Renaissance for the monuments, churches, and buildings. The one I would like to see is the domed cathedral, Santa Maria del Fiore, known as the Duomo. Filippo Brunelleschi was the one who built this intriguing cathedral. Since 1982, the dome was declared a World Heritage Site. Ponte Vecchio is one of Florence's oldest and most photographed bridges, maybe because it's beautiful as much as it is intriguing. It was first built by the Etruscans and later rebuilt in the 14th century. It is known for its 3 arcs. Now, Rome is a special commune in Italy. Its Renaissance period goes from the late 15th to the mid-16th century. Western figurative art, such as Michelangelo or Raphael, was very important during this age. Rome was not the center of the Renaissance from the very beginning, but flourishing commerce, particularly with the East, went hand in hand with cultural progress, particularly around cities such as Venice and Florence. After the fall of Constantinople, the East and West empires joined and were now able to rediscover the heights, classical culture, which had been safeguarded through the ages by Constantinople, proving the word Renaissance to mean rebirth. Rome happens to be one of the world's most beautiful ancient cities. It happens to contain vast amount of priceless works of art, palaces, museums, parks, churches, gardens, basilicas, temples, villas, pizzerias, theaters, and other venues in general. The image below is called Sant Andrea della Valle and is located in the Santa Escuccio region of Rome. It is known for its facade and rich interior. Now take a look at this image. This one is from the 19th century. Its facade and stained with glass windows. It is called the Santa Maria sopra Minerva. Let's move on to Venice. It is a city in the northeastern of Italy. Venice, much like Florence, had many artists who were patronized by wealthy merchants. Architects built beautiful places and official buildings throughout the city. Venice is the capital of the Veneto region. Architecture was really important in these ages. They were basically considered art. Opened up in 1424, the Doge's Palace is a palace built in Venetian Gothic style and one of the main landmarks of the city of Venice, northern Italy. In London, art was special here too. Yes, there are other things like politics and economics that even Shakespeare and Martin Luther used. But art I find the most intriguing. This sculpture is an example of high Renaissance art. This is by Michelangelo. The name is David. These 2 exquisite buildings are very important to the history. The Romanesque baptistry of Florence was the object of Brunelleschi's studies of perspective, and to the right, Monterey, Rome in 1502 by Brante. This small temple marks the place where St. Peter was put to death. Giacomo della Porta was famous as the architect who made the dome of St. Peter's Basilica a reality. In the Renaissance period, Paris lasted from the 15th century to the 18th century. Down below in the right corner is a map of Paris. The French Renaissance was the cultural and artistic movement in France. The construction and was one of the greatest accomplishments in that area. 1477 was the musical center of Europe. French Renaissance gardens were characterized by symmetric and geometric planting beds or parterres, plants in pots, paths of gravel and sand, terraces, stairways, and ramps, moving water in the form of canals, cascades, and monumental fountains, and extensive use of artificial growths, labyrinths, and statues of mythological figures. 3 gardens of Paris in the Renaissance period. Europe is very intriguing. The majority all contributed to art and architecture. Thank you for listening to this presentation. Have a good day. Bye.